Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymore.
We've got some books.
Yes.
We've got some books.
Yes.
I in an uncharacteristically strange move, I have Cyborg on my read list.
Do you have a reason though?
I do have a reason.
Yeah.
I do have a reason. It is not Cyborg though. It is not. It's not. Because I hate Cyborg. I do, man. I've never liked this character at all.
He doesn't fit, for me. He doesn't fit Justice League.
No.
He's kind of Teen Titans-y.
Super Teen Titans-y. That's it. And okay, so here are the bad strikes. For me to not like Cyborg.
Yeah.
We both share the same name. His name is Victor. My name is Victor. Don't care. We're both African Americans. Don't care. I've never ever liked this guy. It was just I think they were trying to you should like him, and I'm like, I refuse.
It worked for me in Daredevil. It's there's an Irish Catholic dude. I'm in.
That's different though.
Yeah.
Daredevil is amazing.
Yeah, he is pretty cool.
It's really cool. Have you seen any of season 2?
Bang. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's not on the list. We can't talk about that. It's not on the list. Yeah. All right. So what else do we have? We have 2 that are the same.
We went 2, and then we went separate ways.
Okay. Where do you want to start? I'm thinking maybe Ultimates.
We can do Ultimates.
You want to do Ultimates?
We can do Ultimates.
Let's talk Ultimates.
Ultimates is amazing.
It got deep.
Yes.
Super duper deep.
Yeah.
Al Ewing is playing around with some very beyond cosmic.
Yeah,
beyond Marvel
something
cosmic?
like beyond Starlin cosmic.
Right.
It's super next level.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it had this feel of if the Miller and the Authority stuff from the early one was really good.
Yes.
But a cosmic version.
Yes.
Of it.
But for Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they fought God.
Yeah.
That level of stuff, but this group.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, because I was I don't think you'd read it yet when I was
Right.
when I was like, oh my God, that's because there's a moment that is so if everybody perceives things the same way,
Yes.
you would never know
At all what actually happened or is going to happen. Because
Yeah.
it's different for each person based on the
Yeah.
way that it all falls.
Yeah.
And that is such an interesting mix. That's such a multiversal sentiment for a non-multiversal publisher.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
very cool.
And one of the other things that blew my mind was Franklin's involvement.
Yes.
And how his involvement has actually shaped
Yes.
the multiverse.
Yes.
Which I never even thought that if
He's the one that could, though.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, we're kind of nerding out here.
Yeah.
This is non-spoilerific, but it branches directly off of Secret Wars,
Yes.
which is important.
Yeah.
You have to know what happened.
And begins explaining some of the stuff that I was left
That we had no idea.
Yeah.
That was perfect. The reveal of the person at the end made me happy.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, considering things, that is a person that has to be reconciled in some sort of fashion.
Yeah.
But I almost feel like we got robbed by not having that loss defined previously.
Yeah.
That's something where we should have been really excited about this moment,
Yeah.
and we didn't have enough lead into publisher-wise. Marvel would you gave us something really cool, but we didn't know that it was a thing.
Yeah. And there are people that might not be reading
Right.
Ultimates.
Right.
That reveal at the end. There was a couple big reveal things.
There
was
were.
I would say 3-ish.
Yes, there were. Yes.
That people that were left wanting after the end of Secret Wars, well, I'm not getting it, and it was high concept.
Here it is.
Yeah, the answers are
it
here.
is.
And
Broken
it's
down, made simple.
Yeah, and it's been built up. So the story in Ultimates, which has been incredible on its own.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Now has full relevance.
Yes, into the greater scheme of
Yeah.
the Marvel Universe. Oh, so good, so delicious. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I really am.
Oh, yeah.
Al Ewing on writing. Kenneth Rockaport is wonderful on the art. I love his weird panel design structures.
Yeah, because it's not your basic squares and rectangles.
Exactly. Sometimes they're organic shapes.
Yeah, and
It's like the bleed.
and almost shows like an action or a fragmented reaction.
Yes.
Just the way it's angled. You're like, oh, okay, this one is very important.
Yes, and oh my God, the way that he's setting up scale and things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So cool.
Because scale in this issue is
important.
Yeah.
So important. That used to trip me out. The idea of things being bigger than me used to scare me. And so like now I'm glad I've overcome it because otherwise I never would have gotten through this book because I'm like,
yeah.
everything is so I can't eat. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're like, Galactus is big, and then you see the next
And you're
thing,
like, oh.
no. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's brilliant. This is a really fascinating, wonderful book.
Yeah.
I implore anybody to be reading this one. Like I said, it had the lineup potential. Like, oh look, it's Black Avengers.
Yeah.
So much more than that.
Yeah, because every character that is in there for a reason.
Yes.
And their abilities, their intelligence, their experience, and how they fit together in that team. So
good.
Yes.
So good. Where did you go that was different? I mean, I talked a little bit about Cyborg. Where did you go?
I went, oh hell.
Okay.
Once again, the title kind of just said, Ryan, read me. And it's kind of it's your basic trope that like X-Men was kind of founded on, and Deadly Class was founded on.
Okay.
And Morning Glories, where kids are kind of swept off to this boarding school.
Okay.
But they very, very quickly they established that it's not a boarding school. They're actually taken to hell. That is a boarding school.
For reasons? Or like this is...
yeah, they haven't explained yet.
Okay,
So it's
all
just
right.
like they're in a boarding school in hell.
Like, are the classes hard? Like, how about the teaching staff?
Teaching staff is kind of ridiculous.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And I think it involves a teacher named Aiton, but I don't know, or rhymes with Aiton, but I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Wait, he's not principal? I feel like that's an
They
undersell.
haven't said anything
okay, I
yet.
was
So
gonna
it's
say.
like the only thing that we know for sure is it's hell.
Okay.
I'm there for issue
Wow.
2 because I'm really curious because it's a concept that the trauma horror films fandom is
Yes.
like, this can go some places. So take me there, please. I'm really excited to see where this
Who
goes.
published this?
I have no idea. Like, it was one that I saw as I was doing orders. It was in the back of previews in that section that there's a lot of stuff and they don't have a lot of space to tell you stuff.
Gotcha.
And I just saw oh hell, and then Students in Hell, and I was ordered.
And sold.
Yeah.
Ordered.
So
Okay, I mean, art-wise, fun, interesting.
yeah, it was fun. It has kind of like almost a Grimm fairy tales from Xenoscope's
Ooh.
feel to the
Okay,
artwork.
okay.
Really enjoyable. The dialogue is crisp. It's witty without being forced.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of the things I don't know if they did it intentionally, but the stereotype archetype characters like the jocks and the stoners are so over the top in their fulfillment of it that it's like if
It's ridiculous.
yeah,
Okay.
which is it's very
Consider
nice.
me on board. Yeah. I'm with it. As I said, I read Cyborg. The reason why, Shazam is on the cover. I love Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I will continuously and forever call him Captain Marvel. That's his name. Mama named him Captain Marvel. I'm gonna call him Captain Marvel. Okay? This Shazam thing, that's the wizard, people. Get it right. I'm sorry. Off my high horse soapbox. So him being on the cover is a draw for me. I've always loved him. In fact, like the fight between him and Superman in Kingdom Come,
Amazing.
made me. God, when they did that in Justice League Unlimited, I cried. It was like, hallelujah. So seeing him on this cover, especially him beating up Cyborg, I was like, what's going on here? I have to read this. Interesting story. Having not followed any part of it whatsoever beforehand, I'm going in totally blind. I will give David Walker mad credit for setting up multiple story points. Like, I mean, he's bouncing through time. He's setting up intricate, storytelling pieces of secrecy and almost like back deals and all this cool stuff. He manages to set up some really cool things. Again, I'm sorry, I just don't like Vic Stone. I can't. Like, I'm trying, dude. I for you, David, I did it. I read the book from cover to cover. I still don't care about this man at all. Like, at the end of it, I'm like, okay, that happened. Probably will never read another book. But I did read it. I did. For you, sir. Thanks for putting, Captain Marvel in there. It was interesting. I mean, I'm not, if you like Cyborg, I feel like you'll like this.
Yeah.
His interaction with the Justice League, I thought was interesting. There was a statement that was made in there about a versus setup. Obviously, this is on people's hearts right now. Cyborg versus this other very prominent character. And inside, I want to call BS. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, no, not even. Like, David, you and I might have to go to a show together just so we can debate this. Because I want to be like, no. Because it's essentially trying to put Cyborg in a power scale that justifies his placement in the Justice League, and I just can't see it. I just can't see it. Not at all. We'll talk.
Okay.
No spoilers. We'll talk later and see what you think, but I just can't. I can't see it.
Yeah.
No. No. Sorry. Speaking of no. Batman number 50. True or false? Chuck Palahniuk wrote this issue.
False.
What? No.
Yeah.
No. He finished up Fight Club number 2 and capped it all off with writing Batman number 50.
Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't have the feel of Scott Snyder.
No, at all.
The pacing is off. Like, I want to love this book. I really, really do.
It's a big moment.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, and it's dense where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's quickened where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And things happen that I don't understand.
Yeah. Without. Oh God! All right. So I'm totally going to be that fanboy on the internet complaining.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's fair.
But how did Bruce get from that place into that other place? Like, and then
how come Bloom knew that it wasn't one of the other? Right? Like how did he know that? Like was there something special? Was there a beacon? Did he move differently? Was it?
How was that other thing not able to be taken control of?
Is it like the other? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's so weird because like there's literally almost nothing that Scott has written that I have not
enjoyed.
Yeah,
I don't get it. And okay, the scale of this occurrence
is massive.
It's a Justice League worthy scale. I don't understand why the League's not here. Like maybe that's just me.
No,
but I'm like, why didn't Superman come help?
When you've got a dude the size of a skyscraper siphoning off energy like he is, destroying a city in which Batman is in
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Especially considering that Bruce is back.
Yes. Like there's so many there's so many things like why wouldn't even the Justice League would be like, all right, just send in our B list, get Cyborg.
Right.
Like there's just nobody.
Even that.
Yeah.
Let me get a reading on what's going on. Something.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like Cyborg, but he would have made a better appearance factor here. Like I don't understand what was going on. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Not this not how I wanted this creative teams to end.
This is their last one together?
Yeah, because I don't think Capullo's back. And then from what I've heard, Snyder might be going over to Detective with Rebirth, which I'm fine with. I love his work normally. But this is like Raul Julian's Street Fighter.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Like,
Which is
and then all of a sudden he
frustrating.
dies. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Your last movie was Street Fighter? Like, that's what you do?
Because this has been my dream team for Batman.
It's been fantastic. It's been fantastic.
20 years from now, this is going to be one of the runs for the most part that when people come into my shop, because I'm never going to be able to retire. I mean, let's be honest.
It's going to be in a jar.
Yeah.
Sitting on the...
Like, what's a good Batman book to read? Now I'm going to be able to point.
No, the bubbles will...
No, just blow bubbles towards that direction. Which, I mean, is what it's going to be, because I'm not,
That's all right. That's all right.
Or 401 lowercase k.
401 lowercase k.
Oh, man.
It's a C. It's not even a K. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Damn, I don't know. It's okay. You're investing in the futures of comicdom and geekery. It's fine. It's good.
I've just planted the seed like Mr. Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another.
And just don't. No spoilers, man.
Yeah.
No spoilers. So this should have been a long-standing yes, this run of books. This run of books encapped with a very that happened.
And something that potentially could be a monumental moment in Batman history is in there as an afterthought almost.
A straight up footnote.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that's one that it should have been moved way, somehow get that further.
Get that in there,
up front, because that could be a moment.
Yes.
When that person meets you and says, do, and you're like,
right?
yes.
You're like, what?
That would have given the other stuff that was happening
credence.
so much more impact.
Super credence, especially in this world of diversity conversations and all that stuff.
Yeah, because the fight that took place in that one
Right?
thing would have been like, oh, he's legit.
Exactly. He's vetted.
Yeah.
The dude has said, like, this is how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
Which will all make sense once you read
Once
it.
you read it, yeah. That will be cool, though. Kick Cyborg off the Justice League. Put that dude on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't like him. Yeah, I know what it is. So, honorable mentions wise, there were some really good ones. What do you got here? What do we got?
Kolchak.
Oh!
Phoenix Rising. So,
Oh.
like, if you're, because there was the Night Stalker series that
Right.
with Stewart recently, which was decent, but it wasn't Kolchak.
Right.
Check out Kolchak. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it's the show that X-Files is based off of. So aliens land in Peru thousands of years ago. They go to sleep, and then craziness happens in the present day. There is a Fox and Dana appearance, very one panel. They don't say names,
But you know.
but it's in
you
there.
know.
So it was very.
Nice.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Nice. Very nice. Then our collective one, Outcast. We've been fans. I think we skipped an issue.
Yeah. We actually there was an issue or two that we just.
We just kind of let
Yeah.
ride because, I mean, Bobby K, we love you, but sometimes we got to let you rest a little
Yeah.
bit. So to jump back in with this one, things are moving.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I don't feel like this is a limited series because obviously, I mean, you got
There's
a TV show coming,
yeah.
so they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But something big is coming.
Yeah, something
It's-
huge. They start to define the bad guy a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're saying it's not, but it puts a very interesting perspective on
The hierarchy that we presumed was there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and why they react to certain things.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
like, oh, that makes sense. And
right.
then
And you're like,
do
wait,
I-
is it that simple?
yeah,
Really? Wow.
maybe they're not dicks. Maybe they're just
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh. New form of evil.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, this was a good book.
Yes.
Like I felt really comfortable without even knowing all the things that led right directly into it.
Yeah.
Comfortable jumping right back in.
Oh, yeah.
It was good times. It was
Yeah.
really good times. So yeah. This weekend, it's a pretty important weekend.
yes, humongous big.
I mean,
Batman and Superman are fighting on screen.
on the big screen, people, and we're gonna be there.
Yes.
We're gonna go to the Marcus Crosswoods. What? Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, people. So you'll have stuff.
Yeah, we'll have stuff. We're going to have free books that we're going to be giving out courtesy of DC Comics. Of course, we'll have other stuff that we'll be selling.
Of course.
But yeah, everybody that shows up for the first several hundred people will have free stuff.
Nice.
I mean, you're gonna try to make it out there.
I'm gonna try to make it out there Saturday. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to make it out there
Yeah.
Saturday. I'm in a play, so I can't do it Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a play. I'm playing a pretty big role. We won't even talk about it.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. No, this is a very spoilerific play, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It's kind of like, if I tell you the end, you're gonna be like, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
we get it. We get it.
It's one of those stories.
But you definitely can. We'll do a meet and greet. Maybe
Yeah.
will you be there on Saturday?
I'm gonna try to.
That would be awesome. Maybe do a meet and greet. Maybe we can do autographs. Ask us for autographs, people. We would love that. That would make us feel very important when we go home to our dark basements.
Yeah. And I count my 401c.
C's.